This is not a test. This is rock and roll.
I wake up every morning in a bed that's too small, drive my daughter to a school that's too expensive, and then I go to work to a job for which I get paid too little.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
You're waking up with the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Good morning, all you beautiful person listening today.
Why did you say all of you beautiful person, singular?
I don't know. I have no idea. I just wanted
Himself,
to
obviously.
It is a very cold morning, and it's been a very cold weekend here in Boone. Came out of nowhere. Like, I think Saturday we had winds coming in at 15 to like 30 miles per hour or something. So it's finally that time. There's no warning, but what else do you expect? It's Boone, so.
Yeah, well, I think I don't know, it was so warm a couple days ago. Like, what day was it? Wednesday, Thursday?
Yeah, it was like Wednesday.
Yeah, it was so warm. Like, it was actually hot. And then all of a sudden Saturday just like slapped us in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
Truly.
I know.
But we have I say this every time because we have been getting a lot of special guests and new people coming in on the show, but today we have Lexi. I don't know how to say your last name.
No one does.
I'm sorry. I don't know how to say mine either. But this is Lexi. She's here today with us to join us on the show, and we're really excited to have her here. Also alongside Kati and Josh.
Hey,
The Josh, the better Josh. Obviously, Josh is still out of town, but he'll be here on the show on Wednesday. But so we got a new crew, new dynamic. Keeping it fresh, keeping it cool, you know?
Lexi killed me this morning because she was definitely ready for the cold weather. She had like 10 layers on, and, like, this blanket draped over her shoulders.
Yeah, I literally brought a blanket like to the station because I was like, no, I can't.
That's why radio is awesome, because you can do that. I might actually do that. My roommate and I are trying to see if we can go the entire winter season without turning on our heater.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
To save money.
Why?
And
Okay, that makes sense.
recently, it's been getting kind of hard.
Yeah.
Like, I've been going to sleep. My sheets are like the really like silky kind, so they get really cool.
no.
Like, I got them for the summer.
Yeah.
So
Those are the nice ones, though.
They're straight up ice when I get into bed. I have to like go to sleep in my clothes, but I'm still
my
committed to this whole thing.
Have you ever seen the like flannel sheets?
No.
I forget. One of my friends has them, I think. Yeah. I know my roommate freshman year, that's who had them. And she like had these flannel sheets. They felt amazing. But
I might
like,
have to get
yeah,
some.
I think it'd probably be pretty warm.
They also have weighted blankets. Have you heard of those? The blankets that have like extra weight to them, so that when you put them on, they apparently help you out with like anxiety because it feels like you're
But
being
it's not like
covered.
hot.
Ooh.
They can get hot. I mean,
really?
they also have heated blankets, the ones that you plug in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they're super warm.
Those are so nice.
Yeah, so I was just kind of curious. I was like trying to figure out ways to save heat, especially now that it's getting there. It's getting really, really cold.
Yeah,
so I was thinking of trying to look up ways to save energy, save money, right? So you don't use heat. I mean, obviously I wouldn't recommend not using any heat at all, but I had to look up some stuff to help, just preserve the hotness into the apartment. So I figured I could share some of these ideas and see if you guys had any ideas also. The number one thing is definitely I have to dress up now, as if I was going outside, essentially. I have to wear sweaters, I wear blankets, I bundle up with a bunch of stuff if possible. I got these really fuzzy socks. You can't see them, but they're like super thick, super woolly socks.
I think that is nice because sometimes it's like really comfy to be able to wear all those kind of warm clothes, like sweatshirts and like the fuzzy pants, like the sleep pants. And, like, fuzzy
it's cozy.
Socks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
so I feel like it'd be kind of nice around the
I like
apartment or
that,
whatever.
especially wearing like socks right out of the dryer.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
to put my
that's like
pajamas
or
in.
pants.
That's like
I
the
just like to put my whole PJs in and like get them right out of the dryer.
Oh,
and
yeah.
get
That's
right
the
to bed.
equivalent
It's
of
amazing.
like when you just print paper.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Smell the heat, Another thing you can do is actually, it's almost like you could trick your brain into thinking your apartment's warmer than it actually is by just decorating warmly, like putting, like if you have Christmas lights, right? There are a lot of Christmas lights now, and like if you go out to stores, you can buy them that degrees Kelvin, like the color of the light, as long as it's not like fluorescent. It can trick your brain into thinking, oh, it's a lot warmer in the apartment because you're using warmer colors.
Yeah.
You can, if you just put around more blankets and stuff, and again, like go for colors that are like red, orange, stuff like that, you can trick your brain into thinking, oh, it's actually warmer than it actually is in here.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I feel
that
like
does make
candles would be pretty
Candles
cool
are
too.
Yeah, I was just about to say
huge,
that. Candles.
Something I didn't really even know that you could do, if you have a fan, like a ceiling fan, turn it on really lightly, not like just make it blast and spinning, but like if you get a fan rotating, it'll keep the heat like circulating around the apartment, and it'll bring the heat back down because heat rises, right? That's something I thought that was counterintuitive, but it's actually.
But it works? Have you like tried it?
I haven't tried it. I don't have a ceiling fan, but apparently that's a great way to keep it.
That's weird. I don't know. Yeah, because I feel like it'd be cold at first, but then after it actually started working, then it'd be better. But I think it'd be getting past that initial, like, I'm literally turning on the ceiling fan and I'm freezing.
That actually does work a lot. I have like 3 fans in my room, and I have them all like turned so that they just circulate air throughout the room. It's really great.
And I guess the last thing you can do, I mean, obviously, is just if you're going to use your heat, just turn down the thermostat. I think they say 68 degrees is where you want it for maximum energy preservation. This is why. Thank you, Lexi.
You're welcome.
So, dude, I totally do this. This is silly. You don't have to do this, but if you have an HDMI cable, get your laptop out, and you can find like 24-hour
The
fireplaces.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
My,
I thought you were about to say bundle up with like an HDMI
Yeah.
My gosh.
just get it all nice and warm.
Just wrap yourself in wires and it'll conduct the heat or whatever.
Exactly.
No, my roommates do that a lot. They'll just like go. There's like one on Netflix, one of the little fireplace for your home thing, and it has a couple of them have Christmas music they'll play behind it too.
Oh, that's so nice.
Ooh.
That's
So
nice.
it's actually kind of cool because you have it on the TV and it's like this nice little fireplace. But I don't know.
Yeah, one of my professors did that. Like we were doing like presentations and we were like waiting for the next person to go, and she put on like a fireplace with like a crackling fire, and then she forgot it was on. So like during the presentation, there was like sounds of like a crackling fire underneath, and we were like, "What is that?" She was like, "Oh, I forgot to turn it off."
What's
yeah,
happening?
everyone was like, "Wow, it's like."
I'm stressed yet relaxed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly.
That's what I do. Every time I bring over people, I always put that up. You know, like if we're playing board games or something, just having that in the background keeps everybody nice and just cozied up and chill. You know, that's the thing that's nice about the holidays is you get to bundle up. It's a more personal time because you can't just go outside. You know, everybody's like together.
Yeah.
I don't know. Good vibes. There's good things to look forward to.
Yeah.
As far as that. But yeah, we're really excited. We have a really awesome show, and Lexi will be giving us some weird news in this brand new segment. So stick around. We'll be right back on the Morning App.
We'd like to introduce you to App TV's original program, Pixel Peek.
Pixel Peek is a weekly news show covering the video game industry. Everything from the most recent announcements to hot topics and controversies are covered by us, your hosts.
Pixel Peek is also your home for interesting and objective game reviews and in-depth analysis of the industry's biggest names.
You can watch Pixel Peek every Wednesday at 4 p.m. on watchapptv.com or on any of these TV channels.
Thanks for stopping by, and we hope you come back to visit us here on
Pixel Peek.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. We'll see you here.
Hello, I'm Ozzy Ostwald, the host of Religion and Life on App TV. Join me as we discuss topics and issues surrounding all things related to religion every Sunday at 9 a.m. Tune in and join us every week for an insightful episode of Religion and Life.
I'm Susanna Cordigy. I'm Annie Jones.
And I'm Faith Hatton. And I'm Natalie Broom, and we're the hosts of the Appalachian Update. Your weekly rundown of what's going on around campus, brought to you by your student-run newspaper, The Appalachian. Tune into App TV on Spectrum, Skybest Cable, or watchapptv.com every Saturday at 1:30 to hear the latest on-campus news, arts and entertainment, and sports stories. You can also pick up our newspapers every Friday at the nearest newsstand. However you get your news, the Appalachian Update has you covered.
Y'all know no one watches this, right? Shh.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App, on 90.5 WASU.
So we definitely live in a very weird planet where weird things happen and people do very weird things. And today, Lexi is going to be giving us her quick segment on just weird news in general, like just weird things that you wouldn't have thought would have happened
in the world.
Take it away. What's happening?
So the first thing is this Japanese man was married to a hologram recently, and he almost spent close to $18,000 on the wedding, but none of his family came to the wedding. Oh my God. And there were 40 people there. I know.
Did the hologram's family at least come?
I know, right?
I mean, I don't know. It doesn't say.
Wow.
But yeah, his family was in denial about it.
How old was he?
Support him.
Does it say?
He is 35 years old.
35.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Was it a hologram? Is it a hologram of a person? Is it
Yeah, it's of a person, so at least that's
cool.
okay.
Wait, is it a real person though that they is a hologram, or did he like create this?
Is it like an
hologram?
anime
You know what I mean?
character or
Yeah,
something?
like how do you?
It says that the bride, is a virtual reality singer. So I'm assuming.
Oh, dude, you know what? That's a thing in Japan.
Is it?
Yeah, they have pop stars that aren't real people. They're called Vocaloids, and what they are like they get samples of different people, right? Like they're vocal samples.
Yeah.
And then they just save it into a database, and then they have this like fake, like it's almost like an anime character, right?
Mm-hmm.
That they pull up on a hologram live on stage with a live band, and it sings these songs that it's not somebody doing a voiceover or a recording. They use the samples of the different vowels and stuff that they use to, so it's technically an authentic.
Like it's a real voice, but
yeah,
it's not
it
like.
sounds like a real voice, but it's nobody's voice at the same time.
Oh.
And they're called Vocaloids. They sound like, it's like, imagine if Siri was a pop star. And they're huge. Huge. And they look crazy realistic when they're on stage. So I guess I can see that, but it's also
It's so weird.
the thing you create.
Yeah. Like the thing he married was like, it was like this hologram, but like it was like a doll like that he literally like married in the ceremony.
Wow.
It was like a cat-sized stuffed doll that he married. So.
That's romantic.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
But yeah.
That's very weird.
Yeah, I think so
Maybe
too.
it had a lot of personality.
Yeah, it had to have had.
I mean, and he was talking about how he would be happy being friends with a 3D woman, but like he wouldn't want to ever have like a romantic relationship with one.
3D woman.
And he called her like 3D women. He just isn't that weird?
3D women.
No.
Yeah.
That's wow.
I know.
Shout out to that guy.
I know.
He's happy. What's the honeymoon gonna be like? You know, like you just go online. Like, how do you spend time together?
You'll do the crackling fire on,
there you go.
on YouTube or something.
Yeah, exactly. You pull up the screensaver.
Y'all ever see the new Blade Runner movie?
Yeah,
that is actually the plot of Blade Runner.
Yeah,
he's
that's
married to a
actually true.
hologram.
Huh.
Remember?
Wow, Blade
His girlfriend's
Runner.
a hologram.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, I
That's
thought you just said you did.
No, I haven't seen it yet. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Blade Runner
You
2018.
think Ryan Gosling could get a real girl, but I guess not.
No.
I mean, I don't know.
I know.
Okay, so this next one is about animal lovers who, I guess it was like a Twitter trend that like they posted what they thought would be a good profile picture if their pets had a dating profile, like on Tinder or something.
Did they do like captions with it? I'm assuming.
Yeah, like one of them, the first person like started the trend, and then one of them, I guess this dog's name is Chuberto, and it says the happiest dog that ever dogged is the caption.
Oh.
And then I guess it was like, yeah, in response to this one person's tweet that says if your pet was on a dating app, post the picture, that would be their profile pic. And then all these people like responded, and yeah.
That's cute.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dogs don't know what's happening, but it's cute.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, it's not just dogs. It's like cats, too. Like, one cat is named Loki, and it says the caption for that is, "My name is Loki. You likey?"
Oh.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
That's actually pretty funny.
But, like, there's, like, all these, like, animals with, like, they're, like, posed to look like humans. So, like, one cat is, like, it has, like, a bag of Tostitos, and then, like, the couch remote, like, and it's just chilling on the couch, like, and that's his profile picture.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I know.
That's so creative. People are getting so creative with things now.
I know.
Yes, truly.
Yeah.
But there's like, I was looking up to see if there were actually like any apps that could do like dating apps or whatever. But there is one that's like the dog person's dating app, and so people who are dog lovers can like, I guess, find other dog lovers around them. I don't know, but
That would make
specifically
sense.
for that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Did you say, wait, is it possible to, like, do people just do that to find their dogs, like, friends so that, like, the dogs can...
Yeah,
or-
I did see stuff on that, but I don't know if those apps are still active. But at least, like, a few years ago, they had a few apps where you could find dog, like, friends for your dog. So I don't know if that's,
Wow.
like, still a thing, but...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like a puppy play date.
Yeah, like if you just moved somewhere new and your dog needed a playmate, it would be kind of nice to have something that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that'd be
some
cool.
Dog friends.
Yeah, especially.
And you can meet new people too, and like.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, more than just like the dog park, you could
really
like get to know people. I don't know.
Well, and especially if you moved somewhere that didn't necessarily have a dog park that was.
Yeah, exactly. Because some places don't have them.
Yeah.
Just like the dogs just DM each other, and then they're like, "How you doing?" And then one of them's like, "I don't know, man. Life's pretty rough right now."
I saw that coming.
We'll be right back. We got Would You Rather up next on the Morning App.
What's up, guys? The A Game is here to give you highlights and updates for everything App State sports. I'm Austin Lopp.
And I'm Grace Salter, and you can catch us here every Monday at 8 p.m. giving you the best coverage for all Mountaineer sports. You'll see in-depth reporting on the sidelines, including athlete interviews and Player of the Week.
We want you to be part of the Q&A game every week. Join us on channel 23.3 on App State's campus and 198 for Spectrum customers.
Be sure to join us right here on the only App State sports show, The A Game, on App TV.
Pixel Peak is App TV's very own video game news show. Hot topic discussions, objective game reviews, and much more, all right here on Pixel Peak.
To watch, tune to any of these TV channels or watch apptv.com at 4 p.m. every Wednesday. We hope you enjoy your time at Pixel Peak.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30 here on The Academics, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. Join us on Channel 20 and 1020 for SkyBest customers, Channel 198 for Spectrum customers, and Channel 23.3 on App State's campus. We'll see you here.
So I'm the new nightly news producer. Jamie can be a little much to handle, but it's fine because I can sass him as much as I want and not get fired. Watch This Is App TV so I can go home and hang out with my cat.
Hey, who? Hey, should somebody mic me up? All right. Anybody?
on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
It's Monday, which means it's time for our special segment, Would You Rather? The most creative thing we've ever come up with ever on the show. But it's a fun one. It's just kind of, I think it reveals who you really are, you know, when you have to choose between these two ridiculous ideas.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think it's really fun to be able to think about things like that, though.
You know what everybody's priorities are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In order. So, without further ado, let's get started. This one's it's a short one, but it's a hard one. Would you rather have a pause button in life or a rewind button?
Question. When you say pause, do you mean like freeze time?
Everything just stops for a second. I guess I would imagine the Saved by the Bell timeout, you know, where he says timeout and everything stops for a sec. And he has like a little inner monologue, and then he goes back to everything.
Yeah, I want the pause button.
Or you can rewind just a couple I mean, let's just say like it doesn't have to be like you go all the way to the 80s where you don't exist. I mean, maybe like a couple,
that wouldn't be
10 seconds, right? Like you spill some wine on you. You know, you can rewind.
Oh, but so in this scenario, it can only be a few seconds. Because that changes.
Yeah, how
things.
long would it be?
I'll say, let's say a maximum of 10 seconds.
Okay, actually.
Just so it's not like ridiculous.
So that's how long you can pause for, too?
Sure. Yeah, let's say 10 seconds to pause time. Or no, let's say you pause for maybe like, you can pause for like at least a minute.
Then the pause is not really that exciting anymore then. Because, see, I would want like a pause for like half an hour or something just to like collect my, I don't know, you know, sometimes.
So if it's unlimited.
But like a minute is just not enough. That wouldn't really do anything.
Okay, so let's say there's no limitation on the pause button, and then the rewind button is the only one that you have 10 seconds to rewind. Let's just stick with that. Because we get these from one of the best subreddits, Would You Rather? And they did not specify.
Okay, because see, normally I would say my reasoning for doing the pause button instead is like, you know, you can kind of take a break from things, like if you're overwhelmed or something, or just like need like more time or something, like something's due in a few minutes, you know, you can like pause it and like actually work on it. But rewind, I feel like that's something that would be nice to have, but I'd use it too much. You know, then you'd like overthink things. You'd be like, oh, let me rewind and like go back and change what I said here, you know? And I just feel like I'd get addicted to doing that. And it just, you know, I keep changing things and, you know, sometimes you just gotta let things be. But I don't know. That's like my reasoning for it. If it's only a few seconds, then there's really not much you can do with that. You know, that's more of just like changing, like, that you spilled something or that you said something like really dumb.
But think about this. If you were a superhero, rewinding 10 seconds would make you perfect in a fight. Because you would know everyone's move before they did.
You would probably look like the most luckiest human being. You know, if somebody was like, okay, let's flip a coin. Every single time, you would just wait and see what the result's going to be, and then you rewind it, and you'll be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna call heads that time because it's going to be heads.
Yeah.
Or until it works. Or if you played rock paper scissors with somebody, you would always win a game of rock paper scissors. To you, it would look like you're going back in time.
Yeah.
And you're doing, but to them, you just never lose rock paper scissors. You never lose a game of poker.
It's like Harry Potter, but in real life.
What if you could practice and eventually develop so like it got longer than 10 seconds? Is
Yeah,
that
maybe.
a fair game?
Oh,
if so, then I would definitely
you could
do
like
that.
rewind, but then rewind from that point,
Yeah,
and
like
rewind again.
That too.
Like in intervals of 10?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
a loop.
I guess you could do that.
Like once you rewind, is that then suddenly the present? So then you could rewind from that point.
You could,
So just
I
be
guess.
intervals of 10,
Technically,
yeah.
theoretically, that's possible.
like the 10-second button on like Netflix or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
going back.
the rewind thing definitely.
I like
Then
the
I would get
rewind
A's
thing
on
a
every
lot.
test.
I don't know. Yeah, I'd probably go with the rewind.
Yeah, I think so too. Because like think of like horse races and stuff. Like you'd know who went. Like you could like make so much money.
Yeah, you could really.
And no one would ever know. You know what I mean? Like
they'd be like, "Wow, he's a genius."
Yeah, like you can make bank.
It's like a Biff from Back to the Future 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
With the almanac.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
becomes president or something.
Right.
There we go. Let's do. Would you rather be able to speak to every animal in the world, or be able to speak every language in the world. How interesting, because it's pretty cool to be able to just speak every language, right? That would be something really interesting. There would be no barrier. You can get a lot done. But think about how interesting it would be to be able to talk to every animal and just see what they're thinking about.
The thing is that you could pick up a language if you wanted to. We're capable of technically picking up all of the human language. I mean, it would take a long time to learn all those, but you can't learn, like, animal languages. There's no way for us to do that unless it was in this scenario.
Yeah.
Where you could somehow magically be able to. But, so I feel like the animal one would be, I don't know, a better option because you can't do that otherwise.
I disagree, because with languages, if you know every language, I think, like, people would think you're super impressive and really smart and stuff like that. But if you can talk to animals, you got to remember animals aren't, like, intelligent as we are. So if you could understand them, I'd be like, stick.
True. Squirrels would just be like, oh my gosh, tree.
Squirrel.
What is that?
But at least very simple things. Not saying that you would be able to have, like, long conversations, but you'd at least be able to tell the animal, like, no, don't do that. You're going to hurt yourself.
I mean, check this out. You're walking in the middle of the woods, right? Josh has, like, a bear in his backyard, right?
Oh, yeah,
the bear comes up to him and he's like, yo, we're good, right? And the bear's like, you're not gonna harm my kids? And he's like, no, you're good, Mama Bear. And then the bear's like, all right.
Yeah.
That'd be really helpful.
That'd be cool.
That would be true. You'd be like, look, I know I look great, but I got some food I can cook you also. It tastes way better than the
I got honey.
Yeah.
I got lots of honey.
Also, I feel like it'd be really cool, though, to, like, know what elephants are thinking, because elephants are, like, really intelligent, and, like,
dolphins, too.
Yeah, dolphins, like, all the most intelligent animals, like, I know elephants, like, they communicate, like from generation to generation, like, information about, like, the family and their, I guess, a herd of elephants, I don't know. But, yeah, like, they communicate, like, from, mother-daughter, like, all that stuff. Like, I'd want to know, like, what that, like, sounds like. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be really cool to know what they're saying.
I think a lot of people would want to know what their cats are thinking, too.
Cats and dogs.
Specifically cats, because I think some people think that cats can, like, see the future or something. Like, they can predict natural disasters. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Some people think that. Some people think
dead people.
That they can, or they can just see.
That.
There's people think that cats can, like, be like, oh yeah, there's a hurricane coming. I'm gonna go hide now.
Well, I think animals, like, naturally, like, they can, like, they change based on the weather. Like, they can, like, they, like, feel the weather changing. So that's why, like, that happens, I think. Yeah.
Well, we can do one more if you guys want. This one's an interesting one. Actually, I thought this was gonna be a really easy one to answer, but then I kind of started thinking about it. I don't know. Would you rather have a free 3 gallons of gas a week, or $40 knocked off one of your bills each month?
How much is 3 gallons exactly?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, how far is that gonna take you?
So let's say, I don't even know.
Like, roughly $11, $12. I don't know.
You can go, I mean, let's say you have, like, a car that goes 20 miles per gallon.
Okay.
So a gallon will take you 20 miles. So let's say, like, 60 miles, right? That'll give you 60 miles every week.
Every week. Or then it could be $40 a month.
Knocked off one of your bills.
Every month?
Because the thing is, the reason why I struggle with this is because I don't really drive that much, especially here in Boone.
Yeah. But then it would be really nice if you did need to drive somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also, if you know you got gas all the time, your friends are going to be like, dude, he gets free gas. Let's get him to drive. You're driving all the time.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is true.
You know, versus the $40 off something. I don't know what it would be, but.
Yeah.
Plus, like, if you had it, like, off your bills, then you could, like, if it was, like, for rent or something, you could get a nicer place than, like, you could afford, and it would be, like, less for you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, if that was your budget, you could just, like, automatically go $40 over and be like.
That's true.
Yeah.
Dovy could afford his heating, so then he
Exactly.
so you don't have to freeze.
No, I'd still commit. I would still commit, man. I would still try to do it, and I would just, like, try to put the money into something else if possible.
Oh, my goodness.
But, stick around. We're going to be talking about the top things men and women will lie about on a date. here on the Morning App.
We'd like to introduce you to App TV's original program, Pixel Peek.
Pixel Peek is a weekly news show covering the video game industry. Everything from the most recent announcements to hot topics and controversies are covered by us, your hosts.
Pixel Peek is also your home for interesting and objective game reviews and in-depth analysis of the industry's biggest names.
You can watch Pixel Peek every Wednesday at 4 p.m. on watchapptv.com or on any of these TV channels.
Thanks for stopping by, and we hope you come back to visit us here on
Pixel Peek.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. We'll see you here.
Hello, I'm Ozzy Ostwalt, the host of Religion and Life on App TV. Join me as we discuss topics and issues surrounding all things related to religion every Sunday at 9 a.m. Tune in and join us every week for an insightful episode of Religion and Life.
I'm Susanna Cordigy. I'm Annie Jones.
And I'm Faith Hatton. And I'm Natalie Broom, and we're the hosts of the Appalachian Update. Your weekly rundown of what's going on around campus, brought to you by your student-run newspaper, The Appalachian. Tune in to App TV on Spectrum, Skybest Cable, or watchapptv.com every Saturday at 1:30 to hear the latest on-campus news, arts and entertainment, and sports stories. You can also pick up our newspapers every Friday at the nearest newsstand. However you get your news, the Appalachian Update has you covered.
Y'all know no one watches this, right? Shh.
And now back to the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
I don't know what voice to do. Top things men and women lie about on dates. I was like, what do I go for? English? I don't even know. Everybody probably has something that they don't want to reveal on a first date with somebody, you know? Maybe there's just some stuff that's too personal, some stuff that you don't want to talk about quite just yet. But questions that get asked, you got to have to kind of make something up.
Yeah, because you want to seem interesting, but you also don't want to reveal too much. Because like we were talking about before, you want to have an air of mystery, you know? Kind of like, hey, this person's cool, like, but, you know, there's something else, you know, like there's, you know, some more to them, too, that I haven't figured out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's interesting is that the men and women both lie apparently about different things. And there's a survey that came out that asked men the top 10 things that they lie about on dates, and then women the top 10 things that they lie about on dates. It's like Family Feud.
Yeah, exactly.
For men, the number one thing at 44%, 44.6% is the number of partners that they've had. Always lie about that. Number two is income.
I was about to say money.
At
That's gotta be it.
37%.
I was gonna guess that would be the top one.
I definitely don't. I'm not surprised by that. At 30%, number three is living situation.
Oh boy.
So we got some mama's boys. At number 26, or I'm sorry, at number 4, at 26% is hobbies.
Oh.
Which might be interesting. I could see that.
That's like really big.
So would it be like lying, like you'd be
I
hiding
go to the
some,
gym.
I
some
read.
hobbies,
I
or you'd
read.
be like, okay.
I'm an intellectual.
Yes. Yeah, I read Tolstoy the other day. It was fantastic. It was a fantastic book, yeah. And number 5, profession at 25%. I was talking
Would that not go
their
into
job.
income though?
Income and profession might be different because maybe, you know, income is different because it's about the dollar sign, you know, versus profession is like, oh, I work at a gas station. I work at, I'm a teacher, I'm a substitute teacher or something. I don't know. You might not want to like, you might still work in retail. You know, you want to say something. There are definitely some cooler sounding jobs. Like if you were like, I'm an accountant, I'm a lawyer, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
It kind of changes the way you perceive somebody. Relationship status at 21%.
Oh.
Which is which.
My gosh.
Whoa.
What?
Hold up. What are you saying?
What?
Relationship status is number 6.
All these men are married and they're all like about
Yeah, 21%. That's a fifth.
No.
Boy, you better
Wow.
check them out on Facebook if you want to know.
You hear it now. The woman's like, this may sound weird, but you're not married, are you? And he's like, what?
I'm sorry, what was it?
What was that?
No. Could that be though that they're like talking to other people and they're just not saying that?
That could
they're
be
like,
that, too.
you know
That's
what
true.
I mean?
That might
I
could
feel
be
like that's a lot more
complicated.
of an occurring thing. You know, like people aren't gonna be like, oh yeah, well I'm talking to like 2 other guys right now, so you know you better be great or something. Like, I don't know. You wouldn't say that.
You
know?
better be good.
And number 7 is education level, 14%.
That's fair.
Which is interesting.
That makes sense,
I don't know how you
though.
could lie about your education level, but
That's interesting that age isn't on there. Because I feel like people would.
Oh, number 1 for women, I can guarantee is age, right?
Oh, well, the next 3 for guys, just to kind of like, because they're all pretty low percentages, weight, height, and then in number 10 at 5% is name.
Name?
What?
They lie about their name.
How do you. Where.
Why?
Isn't that crazy?
How do you
5%,
start a
5%.
relationship with someone and they don't even know your real name?
That's
Like,
kind
I'm
of
like, then you're like,
scary.
okay, I gotta be honest with
what
you.
if it goes really well, and then
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
that's what I'm
at
saying.
what
That's
point
not
do I
actually
tell them
And you're
that
married, and
Oh my gosh.
and
at the wedding they're
lied
like,
about
do
your
you
income.
By the
John
way,
G
my
whatever?
name's
And she's like,
not
what?
John Jameson, yeah. Oh boy.
My real name is
So
Gary.
for women, the number 1 is also the amount of partners that they've had at 44%, 44.4% compared to the 44.6% for men.
Makes sense.
It's pretty similar, though.
Yeah.
And then you have actually weight at number 2 at 33%, and then living situation at number 3, same thing as guys with 28.4%.
How is weight coming up in conversation though? in
I
a
don't
first
know.
date? Like, how do you,
But that's it's 1/3 of the time.
why?
Apparently.
Who's asking?
Yeah.
Income also at number 4 for 27.2%.
That makes sense.
Hobbies,
Interesting.
number 5, So honestly, a lot of similarities.
Yeah. I was sure age was gonna be like top 5 at least. Like.
Number 6 is also relationship status. 19%. 19.8%.
Yeah, I feel
Almost
like
20%.
people are lying on the survey too.
Yeah, like that's probably not
Isn't that
true.
crazy? Profession at number 7. Education level is number 8, only 13.6%. And then get this, name is number 9 at almost 10%, 9.9% here. So it's twice as much
The heck is wrong
as guys.
What is her name? Gertrude or something? Like
What is that?
I feel if you didn't like your name, you would probably have a nickname you'd go by, right?
Yeah.
Might
so
be
then you
that.
just tell them that.
Yeah, is that what they're?
Maybe that might be
being
what they're
specific.
thinking.
I mean, I would guess
But that's not
what that is.
necessarily lying, because if you go by that, then it's not. You know, a lot of people have nicknames. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe if it's something, maybe if it's a date that you don't think is going to go anywhere, maybe you just come up with a fake name so they don't know how to get a hold of you again
They
or
can't
something.
find you. You
My God.
And
you just like block their number, and they're like looking for you on social media. They can't find you.
Yeah.
very odd. And then number 10 is very vague. Number 10 is other. So previous
Other.
relationships, like relationships in the past or like any plans for the future at 8.6%.
Huh.
So
Yeah, that's interesting. I just don't know how some of these topics are coming up.
yeah, I don't either.
I feel like that's a lot to talk
Well,
about.
I mean, it's also like, if you think about how the survey is going to be done, I don't think these are the most common things to be talked about. I think it's just like when they ask a random person,
Yeah, when they do.
what
if
do
you're
you lie
going to
about?
lie, then what's it going to be
And then
about?
that's what usually comes up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you think about it, it's not necessarily blatant lies. Like, it's not you're going to be saying, because lies can also be like evading the truth. Like, they ask you something and you just like don't answer it or find a way around it. Like, they're kind of trying to see what your job is, but you're being very vague. Like, you're making it sound like it's something different than it is. It's not
Yeah.
necessarily like saying, oh, like, I work at like corporate, but like you work at a gas station.
Honestly, I could see why income is also really big because I don't think people lie about how much money they make. Like a lot of.
Yeah.
I think some people probably try to. I know guys would probably try to create like a very average income that they would lie about.
Yeah.
You know, to see like, oh, is this person interested in me or like what I got in my account? Because guys do worry about that.
Yeah.
You know, that is something that you want to make sure that it's genuine, you know.
So you mean like rich guys
Yeah, rich guys. Like, I mean, guys that are like in
lying
those
about their income so
six-
they don't.
right. The dudes that are in the 6 digits, I think, are
Right.
the ones that are like, oh
Trying
yeah,
to curve these gold
I make
diggers.
like 70,000 a year. Or
Yeah.
something.
It's probably both though, because like
And the
if
other
a
way
guy,
around.
yeah, if a
Mhm.
guy like makes not that much, he would probably like try and like be like,
Yeah.
oh no, it's fine. Like I
Right,
make
like-
like all this money, and so.
Yeah.
But it's
yeah.
interesting. A lot of those are similar.
Yeah, because I think it's easy to say, like, oh, I wouldn't lie about any of these things on a first date, like, you know, those kind of things. But you think about, like, white lies or just, like, evading stuff like that. And, like,
Or like not telling the whole truth. Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's still technically, like, lying about it. Like, you're not being completely honest.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that would make more sense, like, why it's so common. But
Yeah.
don't know.
But it's interesting. I mean, we have kind of the similar, I don't know, what would you call it? The same instincts to lie about the same things, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, that was the top things men and women lie on their first dates. Stick around after this break. We're going to talk about a controversial topic about Harry Potter that I brought up. So now I got to defend myself right after this break.
What's up, guys? The A Game is here to give you highlights and updates for everything App State sports. I'm Austin Lopp.
And I'm Gray Salter, and you can catch us here every Monday at 8 p.m. giving you the best coverage for all Mountaineer sports. You'll see in-depth reporting on the sidelines, including athlete interviews and Player of the Week.
We want you to be part of the Q&A game every week. Join us on channel 23.3 on App State's campus and 198 for Spectrum customers.
Be sure to join us right here on the only App State sports show, The A Game, on App TV.
Pixel Peak is App TV's very own video game news show. Hot topic discussions, objective game reviews, and much more, all right here on Pixel Peak.
To watch, tune to any of these TV channels or watch apptv.com at 4 p.m. every Wednesday. We hope you enjoy your time at Pixel Peak.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30 here on The Academics, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. Join us on Channel 20 and 1020 for SkyBest customers, Channel 198 for Spectrum customers, and Channel 23.3 on App State's campus. We'll see you here.
So I'm the new nightly news producer. Jamie can be a little much to handle, but it's fine because I can sass him as much as I want and not get fired. Watch This Is App TV so I can go home and hang out with my cat.
Hey, ooh. Hey, should somebody mic me up? All right. Anybody?
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
So, with the new Fantastic Beasts movie, The Crimes of Grindelwald, coming out this Friday, we've been talking about Harry Potter in the studio, right? And right before the show, Dovy hits us with this I
This
can't
genius, this thing that makes perfect sense.
this controversial
doesn't make sense at all.
topic.
I'm
He
curious to
says-
hear it.
He said that muggles are stronger than wizards.
Guaranteed.
How? Okay,
100%.
how though? Elaborate.
Nuclear weapons.
Magic though.
Because I think technology is greater than magic. I really do.
Okay.
That is the main center of the argument.
Okay.
Okay. So if you don't know Harry Potter, wizards and witches have like they're just born magical, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you have muggles who are born not magical.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is I watched Harry Potter recently, and I was like, dude, when you go to Hogwarts, if somebody said I had to go to Hogwarts, I would probably decline the offer, because everything there is straight up from the 1800s. Like you've got like they're literally taking notes with feathered, like little like inked feathers and stuff. We have like laptops. We've gone to space. We've literally sent a car. We've sent like a Tesla, and that's orbiting currently around the Earth just for fun.
Those movies also took place like in the 90s when technology wasn't where it is. You can't compare the technology today to like that time, you know?
Sure, but I think if it existed like in our world,
Okay.
over
so what
time,
about now?
No,
because what we do now would be considered magic 100 years ago. And that's
What about-
my point.
What about like wizards who are born into Muggle families, right?
Mhm.
And so then they like grow up like in like the Muggle world, like experiencing all like Hermione. Like, what about them? Because then they'd have a bit of each culture, right?
Mhm.
Like Hermione understands a lot of like the Muggle stuff, but then
Even
also,
Harry too, because he didn't even know.
Yeah,
until he was
exactly.
11.
And so then, like, what about them? Would they be like, you know what I mean?
They'd be the supreme.
Yeah, I
the
feel like
almighty.
they would be
Well,
stronger.
I just think that if you think about how much we've accomplished as humans and the potential that we have to keep going forward, I think magic kind of has a ceiling as far as how much you can do. But technology just keeps going up and up.
I just disagree though, because like the potential of magic, like the reason why they can't do certain things is because they don't want to be exposed, like to everyone else. And I feel like they can't reach their full potential because, so you never know what the potential of magic could be. Like they can literally do so much, like, you know, and like.
I want to see a story about it. I want to see J.K. Rowling write a whole book about a Muggle living in the Harry Potter universe now. You know what I mean? And he gets into the world of Harry Potter, but it's not about a wizard. It's about like a regular person. I think that'd be really cool.
That actually would be cool. You're onto
Yeah.
something there.
Yeah, but yeah,
Different perspective.
that movie's coming out on Friday, and I think we might actually go see it. So we'll talk about it a little bit more on Wednesday and let you know if we are going to do a review on about it on Friday. But thank you so much for stopping by and listening to the show. Josh will be back on Wednesday here on the Morning App.